The August 27, 2018 meeting of the Environment and Public Works Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Broth? Here. Chairman Brew?
Here.
Mrs. DeFlorio is excused. Mr. Flagler-Mitchell is excused. Mr. Howland? Here. Mr. Mafucci? Here. Mr. Wilt? Here. Dr. Carbone? Here.
Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
No, there's not.
Is there any person who has not signed up to speak who would like to address the committee at this time? Seeing none. The next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes. You have the June 25th, 2018 minutes of the Environment and Public Works Committee before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on the agenda is new business. Madam Clerk, will you read the next
Referral 18-0233.
Move it, Mr. Chairman. Second.
Moved by Legislator Wilt, seconded by President Carbone. Is there any discussion? Legislator Baroff.
Through you to the administration, I have a couple questions about the increase of $400,000 for the facial recognition software. The first is, is it anticipated that the installation will be completed on time?
Through the chair, the installation of what the public will see and experience will be done on time, but there may be some other issues that are security-based for our team that are add-ons that will come in after the October 19th deadline set by the governor.
Thank you. Through the chair of the administration, what are some of these add-ons that may be completed after the deadline set by the governor?
Through the chair, we're going to have additional abandoned bag left behind cameras in various areas, various facial recognition in other areas that weren't on the initial plan, but we've determined would be in our best interest to have.
Thank you. Through the chair of the administration, you mentioned there are additional abandoned bag cameras and facial recognition cameras. How many additional cameras are being put in place, and how many were there originally anticipated? Through the chair.
Through the chair, I apologize for the delay. For security issues, I would prefer not to give you the exact number in this open forum. However, it is approximately double the amount of cameras we asked for in the first place. Okay.
Well, through the chair of the administration, if it's approximately double, that seems like a significant increase. I mean, I'm assuming it's more than 1 and 2. So why was it that we need to double the amount that wasn't anticipated in the original referral? Through the chair.
Through the chair, the reason for the increase is there's additional work that goes with installing these, additional cabling, additional server space, things all of that nature. And one other thing we're doing is there was currently a video management system through another company that was being used out there, and we had originally planned to tie in the new system with the old system. As the project matured, we found out that we could get a much better product and have much better coverage with a new system. And we're still at 50% of budget for this portion of the project. So the staff determined it was a good choice for security measures.
So that I understand through the chair, you're indicating that the switch over to genetic security center is not part of the increase of $400,000. Is that correct?
Through the chair, no. I must have misled you on that. That is part of the $400,000.
But through the chair of the administration, you indicated that the cost associated with the video management is still below budget, even with the new provider, correct?
Through the chair, yes, it is. It's 50% of what the budget was.
Right. So, in other words, those costs are already accounted for in the original $600,000, correct?
Through the chair, no.
Okay.
This is an add-on to the project.
So, the original cost associated with that was provided by the DVTEL video management system was not part of the $600,000 referral. Is that correct?
I'm not sure. Originally, DVTEL was staying, and we were doing an integrated project. Now DVTEL is being retired completely and totally being replaced with Genetec. Through the chair, if that's clear. If it's not, I'll be glad to expand.
Please expand. Thank you.
Through the chair, we had one system, an older system for part of our security system, and we have found that with the updates, what IK systems came in with, we could greatly improve by going all to Genetec and retiring the old system.
Okay. I understand that. Through the chair of the administration, there must have been some costs associated with the video management system that was older. Where were those costs accounted for if it's not accounted for in the $600,000 request?
Through the chair, the old system was already paid for, and if anything, there would be minimal licensing fees, but it was already in place and working.
Okay. So bear with me here. You indicated that we're under budget by 50, or only at 50% for the budget for the services that are being provided by, currently would have been provided by the video management system, but now are going to be provided by Genetic Security Center. How about this? What is the budget amount dedicated towards these services?
Through the chair, I now understand where the confusion is coming. That was the project budget amount that I had said that was $2 million for doing a security system. As we got into this, we realized that we could get better deals, and by working with IK, we did get a lot better deals, and we've brought the project in at at $1 million. So the budgeted amount of $2 million in the project is now, the actual expenditure is $1 million.
Okay, so it's a separate part. I understand that. Thank you. On a somewhat related note, none of these changes, the $400,000 increase, reflects a change in the original scope of the project, or does it reflect a change in the original scope of the project?
Through the chair, the RFP was extremely broad, but when we went to actually going to contract for the first part, the staff determined they would like to see how things went, how smoothly they went, and they would rather divide this into 2 phases, so that if phase 1 went well and was getting exactly what we had hoped for, then we would go to stage 2. And stage 1, we're very pleased with.
Okay. And then finally, through the chair, is it correct to assume that little or none of the $400,000 increase is due to increased costs in supplies or anything like that? This is all additional materials or additional work that needs to be done based upon the change in expectations or the need for additional cameras and things like that?
Through the chair, that's correct.
Okay. Thank you. One last question. Through the chair of the administration, it mentions on the 4th paragraph that the amount is going up to $1 million and for design, installation, and maintenance of the system. How long is the contract for the maintenance of the system, through the chair?
Through the chair, the cost for the maintenance contract is the term is 1 year.
1 year, and how much is the cost of maintenance per year, through the chair?
Through the chair, I just need to check to make sure I have the right number. Through the chair, Through the chair, the original amount is rolled into the overall price, but then, as you may remember, when this was before you in April, for the renewals will be an amount not to exceed $100,000.
Thank you.
So approximately $100,000 would be a good estimate.
Thank you. And finally, through the Chair of the Administration, I think the number has not changed, but has any of this resulted in the change of the number of facial recognitions that are capable of the system? Like the number we were given, about 75 recognitions in any minute or given second or at a time. I forget how it went, but it was like the number was 75 at a time. Is that the same, or has that changed?
Through the chair, the number stays the same, and it is approximately 75.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Seeing that there is no further discussion, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 18-0234.
Moved by Dr. Carbone, seconded by Legislator Howland. Is there any discussion? Legislator Mafucci.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to the administration, do you expect the terms of this contract to change within the next 10 years?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, no, we do not expect the terms of the contract to change throughout the 10-year period.
Thank you, and through the chair to the administration, have any of the terms, fees, or revenue sharing agreements changed from the last contract? And if so, what are they?
Through the chair, could you please repeat the question?
Have any of the terms or fees or revenue sharing agreements changed from the last contract? What's changed through the chair to the administration?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, I understand your question. Yes, there have been a number of changes that have taken place from the prior contract, the one that's in place now. First and foremost, the rate for the actual transfer haul per ton is increasing. There are changes to the revenue share as well. In your referral, you'll see the second bullet there, where the rate per ton is $10.35. In 2018, it's $8.64. So that rate has changed, and that will escalate by 1% through the 10-year contract period.
Thank you.
Legislator Baroff.
Thank you. Through the Chair of the Administration, do we know if Cascades exports any of their materials that they recycle or reuse?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, less than 2% would be exported. They do use a significant portion of their material in Canada for their mills. So majority, virtually all of the material that they process remains in North America.
Okay, you probably know where I was going with that, so thank you.
Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 18-0235.
Moved by Legislator Howland, seconded by Legislator Wilt. Is there any discussion? Legislator Baroff.
Thank you. Through the Chair of the Administration, frankly, this is a referral we need to have, and it's a good referral. I have no issues with it. But in the referral, on the third paragraph, it mentions that the county has submitted a schedule to the New York State Department of Environment, DEC, for the phased improvements. And I was wondering if we could have a copy of that schedule to know what's coming where, just in one place.
Mr. Chairman, we can make that schedule available. It was one that I know we discussed during the creation of the aeration improvements capital project, which your honorable body approved in earlier this month.
Oh, yes. I just want, it's just because this is it's a big issue and it's an ongoing, so, I just would love to have a copy, just have, to hang up on my wall so I could look at it, So, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Is there any other discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Item carries. Are there any other matters to come before the committee? There being no other matters, the August 27th, 2018 meeting of the Environment and Public Works Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Environment and Public Works Committee will be held on Monday, September 17th, 2018 at 5:45 p.m.